Hey, long, long time no see. Yeah, me. Just about holding it together. What about you? How are you coping with all these shenanigans going on? I know, it's mad, isn't it? How much longer do you think we'll be stuck in? Don't know about you, but I think I'm losing the plot. Yeah, I'm one of those vulnerable ones. The ones that keep going on about the hashtag cocoon. Hashtag underlying health problems. Bad asthma, heart, turning into an old fart. But touch wood. It isn't easy, but we have to do what we have to do. Sure, I'll be grand. Missing the grandkids most of all. What about you? What? Do I ever remember a time when I felt like this before? Well, I do have a story to tell you, if you're not in a hurry. Let me take you back about 11 years ago. It was the 8th of September 2008. I was sitting in the waiting room of Castlebar General Hospital. I was full of anticipation and excitement, as were the 3 other people in the room with me. Down the corridor, the most wonderful event was about to happen. Yeah, the birth of my first grandchild. Us grandmothers, well, we're a bit obsessed with our grandkids. It's a nanny thing. What can I tell you? Anyway, back to the story. Oh, that moment when my son appeared in the doorway and said, "It's a girl!" I jumped out of my seat. Woohoo! I'm a nanny! Anyway, have you ever experienced that moment you first hold your grandchild in your arms? No, it's not like your kids. It's different. I can't describe it, but if you ever felt it, you'll never forget it. And you haven't yet, well, let's just say it's priceless. Grannies and granddads know the score. It's magical. Later that day, as I stood with this bundle of joy in my arms, the first words I ever spoke to her were, "Hello, sweetness." And that was it. I was hooked. I just couldn't get enough of her. I cried every time I left her. She lived so far away. Dublin to Mayo is a long haul. But that didn't stop me. Every chance I got, I had her in my arms, just feeling the love. Now let's move forward to April 2009. Because of one of those hashtag underlying health problems, I couldn't travel to see her for about 2 months. I missed her so much. But hey, when I could almost breathe again, I made my way to Mayo. The night before I left, my son called me and he seemed very anxious. "Ma'am, I've something to tell you. And I don't want you to get upset. The princess is making strange with everybody. She will only come to me and I won't let anyone near her. So please, please don't be upset if she won't go to you. I know how much you love her, but I just wanted to warn you, just in case. Okay, ma'am? I love you and I'll see you tomorrow." Oh God, no. Not this. Anything but this. Well, my heart was in my mouth on the 200-mile drive up. I couldn't get it out of my head. What if she's forgotten me? Oh no, that would be unbearable. Anyway, I drove and I cried and I drove, eventually arriving at their house. As I sat in my car outside and tried to pull myself together, I could see his head through the sitting room window. He was sitting on the sofa with my precious angel in his arms. I got out of the car, walked up to the door, took a deep breath, and pressed the doorbell. As the door opened, he stood looking at me with a look of compassion and hope in his eyes. He said to her, "Look who it is." She looked at me and I just uttered those two magic words that filled my heart with joy. "Hello, sweetness." Well, I'm not cotton yet. She took off like a flying squirrel. She leapt out of his arms and straight into mine. He tripped over himself trying to catch her, but she was too quick for him. But not for me. All my fears were gone in that very moment. She was in my arms again. She clung on for dear life. And so did I. Magic. Now here we are in 2020. And once again I cannot hold my precious angel in my arms. She is 200 miles away, as she was back then. But the difference is, I am not sick this time, but I'm not allowed to see her or hug her, or I may get really sick and never be able to hold or hug her ever again. To stay away from her is killing me emotionally. But to go out before the lockdown has been lifted may literally kill me, and I can't take that chance. So with tears in my eyes and a massive hole in my heart, I shared this story with you. I, like so many other grandparents out there, have to wait to hold our precious bundles in our arms again. We long for the day when we can just hold them and squeeze them and kiss them on the head and feel their love in return. I miss my grandson Aaron. He's 6. He only lives 7 miles away, but it might as well be 700. I miss turning my kitchen table into a table tennis table. I miss playing Monopoly and bugs in the kitchen and how he cheats. I miss the playground with him and watching Power Rangers and eating pizza. I miss his laugh when I try to get on the trampoline with him and I can't even make it through the hole in the net. I miss all the joy and happiness he brings into my life. He is my little treasure. I miss my granddaughter Sarah. I miss our movie marathons. I miss all the crafting and the slime making and not forgetting the grapes and cheese and ham for breakfast. It's our favourite food in Nanny's house. I miss her snuggles and her girly talks. Most of all, I miss her smile and the unicorn hugs. I call her my Sarah tonic because she just makes everything better. I long for a repeat of that fateful day 11 years ago when I can walk up to her door and ring the doorbell. I long to see her standing there and to be able to utter those magic words. "Hello, sweetness." To once again have her leap into my arms and hold on tight and not want to let go. To feel that same joy I felt back then when you know that you are loved beyond measure and that they know that they are loved beyond words. If I could choose a memory to live over again in my life, that would be the one. And I can't wait for my wish to come true. And I know it will. Someday soon, I hope. Hopefully soon each and every one of us can finally get back to some semblance of normality. But as for me, I miss my family the most. How about you? What's your story?